Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is November 9th of 2024. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters, located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland, is going to stage an assassination, kidnapping, or hostage crisis targeting Donald J. Trump before he is sworn to office on January 20th of 2025. Although the impending Trump assassination could be blamed on China, Pakistan, Russia, Saudi Arabia, or some domestic terror group, either on the left, such as Antifa or Black Lives Matter, or on the right, such as the Bundy Militia, Oath Keepers, Proud Boys, etc. Breaking news and events suggest that the CIA is planning to frame Iran for the impending assassination of Donald J. Trump. He would likely be kidnapped and then tortured in a ritualistic and esoteric blood sacrifice, likely torture for days, and then eventually murdered. And that is because the CIA has essentially groomed one J.D. Vance to be Trump's successor. That is why Trump won the presidential election on November 5th in a landslide, and why the Republicans will now be in control of the House and the Senate. And this is designed to give the presidency, the House, and the Senate to the Republicans just prior to Donald J. Trump being assassinated, kidnapped, what have you, and eventually murdered by Iran. And then J.D. Vance is the warmonger, the closet warmonger, the neocon in sheep's clothing that will take over the Trump administration and take it directly into war with Iran, nuclear war with Iran. This war has already been greenlit. This is the plan. So the war is already there, and they just have to knock Trump out of the way. And when they knock Trump out, then all possibility of peace in the Middle East and elsewhere in the world will go with it. So exactly when this impending Iranian assassination plot targeting Donald J. Trump will be executed is obviously not known, but one of the dates is November 10th. So if you've been following the news lately, the CIA has carefully crafted this narrative, starting most recently on November 7th, 2 days ago, when the U.S. Department of Justice announced federal charges against an Afghani national named Fareed Shakaria for alleged Iranian assassination plot to assassinate Donald J. Trump. And this particular notion that Iran is planning to assassinate Trump was first spawned by the CIA back on July 16th of 2024. This was 3 days after the failed assassination event targeting Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13th. So they created this narrative that Iran is trying to assassinate Donald J. Trump. And the reason why they chose this is because back on January 3rd of 2021, Trump ordered the drone strike assassination of Iranian IRGC General Qasem Soleimani in Baghdad International Airport. And they have also spun the narrative that an Iranian naval fleet set sail for the Atlantic Ocean back on January 4th of 2019, and another fleet set sail for the Gulf of Mexico back on November 23rd of 17. So they've created the narrative that Iran is now in the United States. But back on January, the Israeli proxy war, essentially Iran is cover for Israel. So whatever Israel does, they blame Iran. So Israel is funding Hamas and Hezbollah, and they blame it on Iran, and vice versa. But in this particular case, the CIA is lining up their ducks, if you will, in a row because they want to assassinate Trump and then use that outrage for killing the 45th and soon to be 47th president of the United States, and then translate that immediately into nuclear war. And this is why they have selected J.D. Vance. His wife Usha Vance is Indian, and She is also a closet warmonger, as I understand it. So this is the team, the Trump team. And so we're going to see, before Trump can appoint all his cabinet officials, this is why they're moving on Trump right now, is because before he can put in Robert F. Kennedy and Elon Musk into these positions, they want to knock out Trump. So he just picked his chief of staff, which is Susan Lyles, and that's about all he's going to get, because it appears that on November 10th, they will stage an assassination or kidnapping or hostage crisis attack targeting Donald J. Trump. Obviously, this is to, as I mentioned, to neutralize Donald J. Trump, and then they will hijack his presidency with neocon in sheepskin's clothing, J.D. Vance, and then war with Israel will be imminent. Coincidentally, today, on November 9th, I published reports for an Iranian attack on Israel or an Israeli attack on Iran set for the 12th. So they need to get Trump out of the way ASAP. And like I said, it's going to happen. Mark my words, it's 1,000,000% sure the CIA is going to stage an assassination of Trump, or a death event, or an arrest, something to neutralize the Donald J. Trump presidency prior to its fruition on January 20th of 2025, the most likely being an Iranian assassination plot. So that's what is blinking red right now. And so once Trump is out of the way, then J.D. Vance will attack Iran, and then nuclear war with Iran is imminent, and then they plan on collapsing the United States under the guise of a foreign war, likely killing millions of U.S. soldiers in the process. So obviously this cannot be allowed to happen. So in the event that Trump is assassinated, arrested, suffers some sort of accident or medical related event prior to being sworn in on January 20th of 2025, or if he is targeted tomorrow on November 10th of 2024, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, national, and international media outlets, as well as with local, national, and local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials. Peace.